losses. Now, this year's theme says tourism and rural development, and we're going to expand that and find out more about what Ghana is doing to, first of all, open up tourism, especially to the indigenes, and later maybe open it up to the rest of the world when people can travel freely across the world and into the country, which has started already. But of course, I know that there are some restrictions when it comes to that. So it is taking a toll on our industry and in our sector. So joining me this morning for the conversation, we have Shine Dela Gowonu. He is a senior officer at the Ghana Tourism Authority, Greater Accra Regional Office, and he's joined by Mrs. Genevieve Obubuafo. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning,
and it's good to have you here. First of all, let's talk about World Tourism Day and what exactly it means for us, especially here in Ghana.
Thank you very much. Good morning to your viewers. The World Tourism Day was established about 40 years ago. And then the purpose of having the World Tourism Day is to recognize the important role that the tourism sector helps in the integration and then in bringing development to the socioeconomic development to countries all over the world.
Okay.
Tourism is a very important economic sector. If we take 10 jobs, at least one of it belongs to the sector. And it's a sector that employs about 54% of women, and mostly the youth as well. So the sector has a huge potential of bringing development and improving about the quality of life of citizens across the world. And for that matter, the United Nations deemed it fit to designate 27th of September every year as the World Tourism Day. And we are also celebrating here in Ghana.
Looking at the way COVID-19 has dealt with the world in general, and knowing that here in Ghana, it was even projected that the tourism sector was going to lose about $171 billion. Was it billion or million? One of them. $1 million, right?
Already has been lost.
Yeah. It has already been lost.
Between March and June.
So we're even incurring more losses as we sit here because, again, it hasn't really opened up that much. We're now getting used to the new world and the new order. So tell me a bit more about how this has impacted probably this year's edition of the World Tourism Day.
Well, because of COVID, the whole thing is because of COVID. Because of COVID, things have changed. A lot of people lost their jobs, and then there was issues all over. But we are trying to solve them by bringing out new ideas, trying to move from the normal, which was like going for programs and all that, but now we've come up with the going on Zoom and doing other things. Finding digital ways of doing things.
Then, of course, that eats into the theme for this year, which is tourism and rural development. Expatiate on that for me, please.
The theme is very important and very relevant, just as you said earlier, because of the age and time in which we are. The theme is tourism and rural development. There's a symbiotic relationship between tourism and rural development. One, because most of our tourist attractions are located in the rural areas. And then because of the potentiality of tourism to improve upon the quality of life of people in the rural areas, the theme is to help us to focus on how we can use tourism to preserve our natural and cultural heritage, to empower the local community, to address the issue of rural-urban migration, to attend the issue of tourism site development, product development, building infrastructure, opening up the rural areas, giving opportunity for urban dwellers to travel to the countryside, to go and experience the various tourism products that we have as a country.
So in that case, since you are both from the Greater Accra Regional Office, let's talk about tourism in the Greater Accra region, these areas where we find these tourist sites. What have we done to, of course, improve the situation there and use that to improve the lives of the people who live there?
Okay, so I'll say it in the form that the Greater GTA as a whole has 11 regions. So the Greater Accra is divided between the Tema region and then the Greater. The Greater Accra region ends at from Ada going is for the Tema region, and then Dodowa is for Tema region. and then ours ends from Kaswa, and then parts of Spintex. We
Okay.
take that part. So when you see that section, it's still in Accra. It's a cosmopolitan area. We don't really have rural, what do you call it? Features inside.
Oh, we don't.
Yeah, because Accra it's a city on its own. It's not
Okay.
really into
Very
the rural areas. It's urban. Okay.
Wait, so your jurisdiction starts from where to where? So from Kaswa?
From Kaswa. Then we have we end at Amahia, Oyarifa, those areas.
Okay.
From Adan, Dodoa, that is for Tema.
Okay.
And then parts of Spintex is for Accra. That is I think the right side of Spintex is for Accra.
Okay. Does it extend to the Jamestown area and all
Yes,
that?
the Choco, the Jamestown.
And those are places where people visit a lot because when we look
because
at
of the walking tour that happens in
Exactly.
Jamestown.
How have we improved it over the years to ensure that we encourage more people to not just visit, but also encourage people who live in that community to benefit from some of these tourist sites?
Yeah, just as my colleague tried to explain. When you look at the greater Accra region, what's the name? It's mostly an urban. But though it is urban in character, we do have major tourist sites in the region. For example, just as we talk of Jamestown, we have the Salaga Market.
Yeah.
We have the Brazilian, the Brazil House. We have the Legon Botanical Garden. We have the Shy Hills. So tourism development in these areas have provided job opportunities for the local residents.
Okay.
We have youth and women living in this area. Some of them are serving as tour guides.
Yeah.
Some of them are selling kenke. Some of them are selling water. So at the end of the day, tourism is serving as a means of income generation, employment, and then the people living are also now getting proud of their culture.
Okay.
Because somebody will travel all the way from Netherlands or from outside Africa to come and learn how to prepare kenke in Jamestown.
Oh, okay.
And if you go to Jamestown, for example, if you take Bukum Square alone, or if you go to Osu, Oxford Street, and then they are to give you the touristic experience and stories and narration about it, you realize that we have rich history, cultural heritage that we have within Greater Accra that we can sell. And so what the Tourism Authority is doing now, we are focusing on is product development.
Okay.
We are taking the issue of product development, all this side that we have, with the help of the ministry and that of the World Bank. Plans and policies are in place to develop these products, to build the capacity of the local communities over there, so that they can take advantage of the good things that tourism is bringing in those areas.
To those areas. But then there's a legislative instrument, the Tourism Regulation 2019, and that was a bill that was supposed to have been drafted to control the tourism sector in terms of development of businesses and all of that. How is that going to affect the rural areas?
Okay, so it's going to help us to identify the attractions in the rural areas. It's also going to help us to develop the acceptable standards for those particular attractions in the rural areas.
All right.
And then there's also stakeholder approach to management. It's not going to be specifically for an individual, but we're going to have the GTA, we're going to have the chiefs, we're going to have some investors and others helping in the management of the attractions now.
Oh, okay.
So it's not going to be specifically for one person.
You're involving every citizen.
Exactly. We are
A stakeholder
involving.
approach.
It's a stakeholder approach.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
And then the LI also help us to address the issue of health and safety.
Okay.
If you know, some of the attractions sites, they are still in the raw state, but now with the LI, we are able to identify them, we are able to grade them, we are also able to develop them, and we are also able to, what is the name? Provide receptive facilities, construct roads there, put in measures so that people will not spend time and money to go to this site and then get involved in accident and to lose life. So the LI 239, as you said, is a very good legislative instrument that is here to help us deal with your product development, infrastructure, management, as you said. Now, you know, if you go to some of the side, there's a fight. There are people owning the land, there are people owning the forest.
Yeah.
So now there's a stakeholder approach to management of this site. The government involved, the private sector is involved, the owners of the land, the owners of the forest are also involved. Okay. So at the end of the day, investors are also bringing in money. So at the end of the day, whatever dividend, whatever money they get from running this site, it is shared.
I see.
And we thought there's something we call in tourism the multiply effect. So as the money is generated, it trickles down to even the smallest member of the community in terms of providing what's the name, infrastructure, water, school, and all those things.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, the LI 23 is a very good one.
Okay.
And we know that when we implement it, and with the support of all the stakeholders, tourism development in Ghana will go to the next level.
When are we implementing this?
It's already enforced.
Yeah, but you're saying when we implement it. So that's what I'm saying, that when are we implementing? Does it mean
Yes,
that we haven't started implementing it yet?
We have, when you read the LI, there's a transition period.
Yeah.
Because it was, what's the name? Parliament approved it or passed it somewhere in the first quarter of this year.
Yeah.
So not long ago, it's a new LI. So the Tourism Authority has organized sensitization workshop for all the stakeholders. So now they are all mobilizing money, pulling resources to be able to upgrade the sites to meet the standards.
Now the call now has been for us to improve upon domestic tourism. We know that the year of return was supposed to connect people who lived outside the country but had traces in Africa, to reconnect them to their, their ancestors and to visit Ghana and find their roots and all of that. I know the plan was to implement beyond the return, and then, of course, COVID-19 struck. Looking at the time we have before the year ends, what's the plan for tourism for the rest of the year?
Well, we are still going to implement it. We've already launched it, the Beyond the Return.
Okay.
It's a 10-year project. So what we have is we have 7 pillars that we are going to work on. And the pillars are to experience Ghana. So when you come to Ghana, the experience, the programs that we are going to have, and then the healing, as you said, the healing journeys that they will go through, the entertainment and the festivals that they will go through. Yeah. And then we also have the branding Ghana, that is to promote Ghana to the international world altogether. We also have the Pan-African heritage and innovation. Okay. We also have diaspora pathway to Ghana, that is to come up with a legal legislative instruments to help that they are getting their visa acquisition will not be difficult, to make it easier for them to come in. And then we have Invest in Ghana. We also have Celebrate Ghana. And then you yourself giving back to Ghana.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So those are the pillars and we are going to work on. We've started the process.
Okay.
Often.
Tell us about the World Tourism Day and how we're celebrating it. What are we doing and where is it happening?
The World Tourism Day celebration started in Ghana. We started on the 22nd, and then on that day we had a symposium. And because of the COVID-19, we couldn't congregate in one conference room to have it. So the one opportunity that COVID-19 is giving us is the integration of ICT in our way of doing things. Okay. So we had the symposium online. Which was partnered by more than hundreds of people, where we talk about the team and we discuss, we come out with policies and for plans to do it. And then from there, on the 26th of September, activities were moved to the national celebration was moved to Bogoso in the western region. And then there was a tree planting. There was also a health walk. The health walk is to emphasize the fact that we need healthy people to do tourism. So as Ghanaians, we should prioritize our health. Okay. We should take steps and measures. We should exercise. We should do everything possible to be fit. Because if you are not fit, you cannot embark on tourism. Yeah. So there was a health walk campaign. And there was a tree planting because we believe tourism helps us to deal with the issue of deforestation. Okay. So a whole acre of land was dedicated to trees were planted in Bogoso. And then on Sunday, that was yesterday, we had the Grand Deba at Takrady. And there was also a photo exhibition. Okay. So all things, but the thing is that we are not limiting the celebration to only these days. Just as we are here this Monday, 28th, the discussion continues about how to use tourism as a unique vehicle to bring rural, to enhance or to facilitate rural development across Ghana.
I see, and this is certainly going to benefit a lot of us here in the country. I know that things will be different, like you said, with the symposium, you had to do it virtually and all that. But again, what's going to be a little more different about this year's celebration? Aside the things that you have listed, is there going to be any other different thing that we should expect to look forward to?
The first, one thing that made this year's celebration quite unique is the theme.
Okay, the theme, all right. Theme. Okay.
The focus now is on the rural development.
Okay.
Empowering the women, the poor people, and using tourism to bring thousands and millions of our people who are living in the rural areas out of poverty. So the theme alone has set apart this year's celebration.
Okay.
And then the other aspect is the issue of the COVID-19. It's not going to be as it used to be, but now the new term in town is the new normal.
Yes.
So we are going to celebrate. We're going to continue celebrating, but just as we are wearing masks, just as we have to wash hands, just as we have to wear the shield, all these things will continue going. And then you raised the issue about the what's the name? Beyond the return.
Beyond, okay, yeah.
Just as my colleague, this is a 10-year program. So we are seriously pushing it.
Okay.
Because we believe that when the 7 pillars are implemented, or when we move forward to implement the 7 pillars, we know that prosperity and then the well-being of Ghanaians will be achieved.
Absolutely. And we're looking forward to all of that. And we hope, like you have said, that as many people's lives will be changed as a result of tourism development in the country. I hear there's some goodies for Media General from the 2019 Ghana Tourism Awards.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. And by the way, good morning to Atta Kakra. He's my colleague. He's also at the Ghana Tourism.
Today's his birthday.
Today's his birthday?
Yeah.
Oh, how didn't you tell me that, Kaka? Happy birthday to you. God bless you. All right, so tell us about this.
Yeah. So talk about it.
This is the 2019 Greater Accra Regional Tourism Award.
Okay.
And the Media General, you have been doing very well to promote tourism online and then on air. You have your program Travel Pass. You have a program on Travel Pass.
Yes, on 3FM, yes.
And then you always, in your discussions, even as TV3, you're able to give us the opportunity to come to promote tourism and to talk about tourism. So in view of all this, you have been adjudged as the outstanding media house, tourism-oriented media house for the year 2019. So, on behalf of the CEO, Mr. Akwesi Ajima, and then the Greater Accra Regional Manager, Mr. Charles Oben, Genevieve and I are here on behalf also of the entire staff of the Greater Accra Regional Office to present this to the Media General.
This is
and
nice.
We say congratulations.
Thank you so much. And so we're doing a presentation on air again. This is the Ghana Tourism Authority Greater Accra Regional Awards, and Media General has been adjudged the tourism-oriented media for the year 2019. Thank you. We're very honored. And I'm receiving this on behalf of my CEO and management. We're very grateful. Thank you so much for the honor. And we hope that's all we could be getting honors upon honors so that we can keep enjoying. But I'm very grateful to you for this and to all our viewers as well. As we celebrate, this is for you because you're the reason why we still exist. And so thank you so much. And I've been speaking to Shine Dela Gowonu. He's a senior officer at the Ghana Tourism Authority, the Greater Accra Regional Office. And also Mrs. Genevieve Obubuafo, she's also a senior officer. Thank you so much for joining us on the show this morning. And well, TV3 New Day continues. Keep watching.